Okay, so this is the project that we're going to be repairing using 3D printing, CNCing, engineering. Probably do a little cleanup here, but I got this guy for little to nothing. Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm starting a new series on repairing gadgets and also tech teardowns. So to start this off, I was able to find a really nifty mini sewing machine. Some of you guys may be familiar with this in the sewing world. I'm not a seamstress, I don't sew, but it was really cool to have something like this to repair small items or even possibly have an off-grid sewing machine. When I found this, it had a couple of things that were missing from it. If you look here, it was actually missing the battery hatch. Yes, this runs on 4 AA batteries, but you're not limited to battery power. On the back, you can actually power this with 6 volts DC. Now, in a separate video, I'll be going over what polarity is, and if you look really close, if I can get it in the camera, numbers here have a plus and a minus, and it depends on the order. Sometimes when you find things like this, they're going to be missing some parts. So first thing I want to show is the first thing we're going to be repairing is the battery hatch. When I got this, it didn't come with a battery hatch, so it definitely needs that. The KPCB Tech mini sewing machine also comes with a slidable base plate, and here it also doesn't have it where the actual bobbin comes in. If I could bring it a little closer, I will. The bobbin goes in here. It was missing this plate, so maybe we can use acrylic or laser to replace that part. Everything else is good on the machine, and I will show it running shortly. This part right here, while you're winding your bobbin, you can put your spool of thread on here and it closes like that. Also, you can put a spool of thread right here at the top. That's working fine. What's missing here, and this will be the third part that we repair, is it's a little spring tension part where a bobbin thread goes. And forgive me if I don't know the exact terms because I'm not a seamstress or I don't sew. And I believe the fourth part is what attaches here. Now, this piece allows you to attach a guard so that kids can sew with it. So I figured this machine would be something nice that could be used as an off-grid or portable sewing machine to patch up different items and maybe even sew some things. So let me put the batteries in and show you how it works. Okay, so here are the 4 AA batteries, and I did a review on these batteries in this video right here, so if you want to check it out, click on that link above. But we're gonna put these in, and the cool thing about having rechargeable batteries is you can use solar energy or green energy to recharge them, and that gives you the ability, and make sure my hand is clear before I put that last battery in because I'm not sure if it's set to on or off. Now, the problem here is there's no battery hatch to hold the back on, and so that can become an issue. So I will be 3D printing and designing that part. Now I can show you how it works. You can connect the foot pedal here, and let me get the foot pedal and I'll show you how that works. Okay, what's cool is in one of my games lots, I was able to pick up this ColecoVision foot pedal. And the cool thing about this foot pedal is it has this type of plug. Now, this sewing machine requires this type of plug. So I'm going to put that in, and you can see the sewing machine jump, but when you press the pedal, it'll start to sew. So I'm going to squeeze it here so you can see it working. Let me squeeze it at a different angle so you can see. And you can see I'll do it with this hand. That way you can still see the sewing machine. And that's essentially how it works. So let me get up closer so you can actually see. Now you may see some videos playing showing some of the features of the sewing machine while I talk about this. Here's where the needle will go. All right, but there's no needle installed. The original needle that I found in this thing was bent, so I had to take it out. But everything else, including dropping the foot down here with this lever, everything works. Just needs a battery hatch. Now, it has other modes, and I'll show you that. So here You can press this button and it will automatically sew without the pedal. You can also slow down the machine by pressing the bottom button. It also has a light. And if you can see it right there, there's a light. But it's overall really cool. So I'm going to press that to stop the machine, turn the light off, and also put it on normal speed. Now, you can raise and lower the raise and lower the needle with this dial here. But overall, I'm really pleased with this find. It's just missing a few parts, and that's the point of engineering. The shielding of your plug can be positive or negative, and it's important to understand this because you can get a power supply that matches the fitting and also matches the voltage, but it still won't work for this because the polarities are different. We'll go over that in a separate video. But just to go over a brief overview, we got to make a battery hatch for this thing. We've also got to make a plate. We've also got to make a new base plate here that covers where the bobbin case goes. Also, over here, I will be showing videos where there's a little pin that goes here that has a little spring on it that keeps one of the bobbins in tension right here. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. If you can let me know the technical terms in the comment section below. So it was missing that. Also, when I looked into the pictures and looked at the reviews on Amazon, cover missing here that allows you to protect your fingers from being sewn on. Also, some of the kits came with its own table. Nonetheless, the spool holder at the top slides in and out and works. And also, to wind your bobbin, you can press this button right here and twist it and it comes out. So I believe the first video that we're going to make for this machine would be the base plate. And then second video more than likely will be the battery hatch. Third video will be the tensioning pin for the bobbin. And I believe there's one more piece. Oh, and the fourth one will be the children's guard for the front. So that way when kids sew, they don't stab their fingers. Okay? You can see where it sticks out right here. But you just twist it, turn it just like that, and it puts your bobbin winder back in there. You can also turn this up and down, which turns the machine. And it's really a neat, lightweight, nifty machine. I've got 4 batteries in, and I can press the button here. You can see how it's functionally fine. And I found somebody just threw this aside and didn't want it. So that's what these next couple of videos next week are going to be going over. Making repairs to the machine so that way it's in its usable state for an average consumer. So let's do a quick overview. We've got the battery hatch or the battery cover that goes right here. The base plate to cover where the bobbin case goes. We've also got to put a pin here that holds the bobbin with spring tension there. Also, I've found a nifty alternative to a foot pedal, and I'll explain that later on in the video. And last but not least, we got to find something to power this thing, guys. So we need to find 6-volt DC with the matching polarity. Also, as a bonus, we'll probably either make a table for it or even make the guard that protects your fingers and will attach to this one. So it's going to be a probably 6 or 7 series video, and we're going to go over all the details. CLO Ed TV will be introducing several new channels and also will be available for exclusive content on Rumble, Kick, and Patreon. So I will have abbreviated videos for this particular project, but if you want to see the entire workflow, once this channel is monetized, you can join the membership channel and you can see every step that I took to make the repairs on this machine. Also, if you don't want to wait for this channel to be part of the YouTube Partner Program, you can head over to Rumble, Kick, or Patreon to get ahead in exclusive videos on those platforms. Links will be in the description below. Well, guys, this is the overview of the project, and I can't wait to get started. Early next week, you should see the first video coming out, which is we're going to be doing the base plate. Subscribe to my new channels in the description below, and always a pleasure here, and I appreciate your support. Hey, it's always a pleasure that you visit in the channel. If you like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. See you soon.